Now been alleged across the world's media that these two particular ex-royals are in fact on the hunt for something that's proved so elusive over the last 2 years. As ever though, what is it? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London, and as ever, nice to see you, nice to have your company today. Thank you also for your very kind comments about the recent videos. As I often say, without you we couldn't make them, and truly it's nice to get your feedback. Glad you understand about the story regarding the police and the crime and the fact that seemingly, you are the wrong colour in this day and age if you want to apply for a particular position. I always thought it should have been about merit, didn't you? Not about whether, of course, you could tick box your way into a job. Seemingly this is the woke world that we live in. It's the woke world also that Harry and Meghan truly live in, because as we saw with that documentary, it was just full of inconsistencies. But as they often say here, it's their truth, isn't it? Their narrative, their perspective. I love the fact that they sort of parroted each other as well in conversations. And I don't know about you, but I did enjoy the business, when they were literally doing the meditation and stuff like that. Very funny, right for comedy, I'm sure you'll agree. But now the bigger issue has come up about this, because as you now know, I'm sure many have seen, that the disgraceful episode regarding, of course, the charity worker Marlene Headley, and of course the very devoted service of Lady Susan Hussey has now come to some kind of conclusion, with her offering an apology and allegedly retraining. Ridiculous. I certainly wouldn't have given an apology. Nothing to apologise for, lady. Absolutely. But what's interesting here is now it's said, as ever we have to say allegedly, that Harry and Meghan also would like a very public apology. So guess what? We put a call into the palace, and the palace, they're a good bunch of folk there, I have to tell you. They sort of said, yeah, we had heard this. But of course, the bottom line is this, while Harry and Meghan would like a very public apology, no doubt with their own cameras in situ so that they could play that out on a possible top-up episode for Netflix. As yet, and you never know which way it goes in this 21st century world we live in, as yet the British royal family have no interest in making any context fully available into the public domain, which basically means no apology. And the bottom line is that, they would not be commenting, discussing, or indeed wanting to debate anything in the public domain with the former royals known as Meghan and Harry. It's a nice big headline story, but of course it's one that they could run and simply run with until, of course, you and me, the public, get bored. And I think we are, aren't we? Let's be honest. As in the case of Lady Susan and Marlene, this story is far from over. It hasn't gone down particularly well, as one can imagine, over here in the United Kingdom. But the bottom line is this, and this is the question that a lot of people are asking over here in the UK, and I'm sure across the Commonwealth and the world. What exactly are the royal family apologising for, and to who, and why? We better not put that out there, had we, because that could result in another 3-part series, and we can't really stomach much more of that. But either way, just to conclude, there is nothing forthcoming. There will be no apology, certainly not in public, towards the ex-royals. Once they've watched this, no doubt they'll be running to the therapists. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.